In this presentation, I will include tips for writing an effective literature review. First, the format. Your literature review will be 8 to 10 pages. Papers must be Word documents and must be double-spaced in Times New Roman 12-point font with 1-inch margins. Your paper must be well written in paragraph form using proper punctuation and grammar. Your paper may use any citation format, but your citations must be complete and consistent. Your paper must include complete works cited page, which will not be counted towards the overall page length. Now let's discuss the components of your literature review. To assist you with this project, I have posted an example of a lit review from a previous student in one of my courses. This example review is clear, concise, and it follows the structure I've laid out here for you. It's an example of an A lit review. I will reference this example during the discussion here, but please review the entire example once the presentation has concluded. First, your literature review must include an introduction. This introduction has several components. You must discuss your research question. This research question explains what you'll explore in your paper. It must have a clear dependent variable, meaning that you must clearly articulate what you want to explain so that it's obvious why you're looking at the sources that you have in your literature review. For example, this student's paper is concerned with how individuals select a candidate to support. So the dependent variable is candidate selection. Your introduction must also include some discussion of the relevance of the question. Sometimes we call this the so what question, meaning essentially, why do we care about the answer to the question you're posing? Why is it relevant? Here you must justify the value of your research. In our example paper, the student explains that through the use of heuristics, uninformed voters may act as if they are informed while voting, which may in turn influence electoral politics and making elections more accessible to the American public. Finally, your intro needs to have a roadmap of the paper. So explain how the paper is organized. For example, this paper mentions that it will review the literature on candidate selection, cues, and low information elections before concluding. Now the bulk of your paper is the literature review itself. This should be a clear, organized summary of the relevant literature for your research question. It should not be a series of summaries of articles, but rather a synthesis of what the research has found about your topic. The section should be organized around your central research question. In this paper, the literature is centered on 3 themes: individual candidate selection and cues and low information elections. In the body of the paper, you should clearly highlight the key findings in the research, the methods used, and any gaps in the literature that you find. Your paper must include a concluding paragraph outlining what you've discussed, what we know about your research question, and where the literature, theoretically and/or methodologically, should go from here. As you can see in our example, the student outlines the contributions and gaps in the candidate selection literature and discussed a creative idea for new research on the use of names as cues for future research in this field. This concludes the presentation on literature review project. And as always, if you have any questions about this presentation or the assignment, please post them on the class discussion board for everyone to see and for me to respond to. Thank you.